Welcome back to our 10th episode, and this week we have a very special guest with us. We always say that about our guests. You can't hear me?
It's way past our 10th episode at this point.
10? Nuh-uh.
We posted our 10th episode. I got the congratulations on Buzzsprout.
Oh, son of a nutcracker. It's 11.
Let's just roll with it.
Okay. Sorry, guys. 11. They're all starting to blend all together. I'm just keeping it updated. It's 11.
Welcome to our next episode of the Flower Files.
Yeah, sorry. We went and did, we had another guest last week. So, but yeah, we're here now. And now we're on our 11th one. So we have a different kind of vendor behind the scenes person with us this week. We are talking to Miss Mackenzie from Mia Rose Bridal in Middletown, Delaware. And I think I've probably been to your store even before it was yours since I was in high school. Like, I found my prom dress there when they had all the Sherry Hill lines, like all of that. So to see your space transform into what it is now, I recommend you to, God, Kenley's been there. I've been in there. Your seamstress is incredible. Like, I always recommend everyone to you. And every time we go in, it's like, wow, did you see that one in the front? Wow, I haven't seen that one before. I wonder what Mackenzie's doing.
We stripped the same mannequin for Kenley's dress as I stripped for my prom dress.
Yeah.
Same window, same mannequin, everything.
Yep. So it's a little more special because of, well, this was well before Wildly Native and well before we knew you, Mackenzie. So we have like our personal connection there with you, the space and everything in between. And now with style shoots and bridals and all of our time with you. So it's me, Amber, Mom, and Mackenzie. But Mackenzie, I want to ask you to do a little bit of an introduction about yourself. It doesn't have to be long. Just kind of who you are, and we'll go from there. And then I have questions for you.
Sure. Well, thanks for that amazing intro. And I'm Mackenzie. I am the owner and kind of founder of Mia Rose Bridal. Outside of Mia Rose Bridal, I am Nick's wife and Mia's mom, and also a fur mom to 3 dogs. So life is crazy.
What kind?
We have a yellow lab. Is that what you're asking me? Dogs?
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about dogs all day too. A yellow lab. We have a pit bull, and now we have this little tiny Pomeranian elk hound who was a shop dog for a few weeks until he is going through his teenage puppy stage. So he doesn't come in to see brides anymore, but he'll be back, back after he gets out of that crazy teenager stage. But yeah, most importantly, family. And then the boutique is kind of passion and life. And they always say, don't treat like your job, like your hobby, like your job, or vice versa. But I feel so lucky that I actually can say that it is kind of my hobby and it's just a passion, and I don't have bad days and stressful days sometimes, but yeah.
Well, I feel like I agree with you on that end too. Like, I love flowers. Mom loves flowers. Like, we've kind of, I know Amber does, like, we've kind of merged that into what we do, and having that like love for what you do. Like, you want to wake up and want to do something that you love. You don't want to try to go on vacation and escape from a life that you don't want to live. So,
right.
And people come here and like, wow, this is like a vacation. You're like, well, it's what we do.
Yeah. I'm so lucky to be able to say that, right? Like, we love what we do.
Yeah, it's very, very, very unheard of. Mom, Amber, do you have any comments so far?
No, I think it's a gift to be able to do what you love. And people are like, you can't actually like your job this much. And I'm like, no, really, I think we do.
But you can. Yeah, you really can. Yeah. You kind of just have to find that, though. And that's kind of where I was opening the boutique. It's like, I wanted flexibility in my life. I also wanted to be present for my daughter, who's 13 now. Like, it's such a core age, and I have flexibility, but I'm also super busy at the boutique. But I have such a great balance now, which is like such a blessing, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're gonna get into the questions, and with the first one, of course, what made you get into the wedding dress business, and why in Middletown? Like, because there's so many different avenues that you can go into in the wedding world, but why wide dresses, bridal gowns specifically, because there's no more prom, because you had said that you're kind of going out of prom, and now it's like your shop is mother, the bride, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, kind of like narrowing down, focusing on the brides.
Mm.
So really I started, so this month is actually 3 years of us opening the store.
Oh, well, there you go. We're celebrating 3 years. Woohoo!
So it was kind of during COVID. Really, it was February
Mm-hmm.
2021. We're still going through COVID. I was actually in the healthcare business for 10 years. I say business, healthcare field.
Yeah.
Wait. What were you?
So I did healthcare management, from anything from like billing and coding to actually like managing an office, a private practice.
Okay, so you weren't like a surgeon assistant.
I was not like, no, I wasn't. I was in like the heat of COVID, working one-on-one with COVID patients. I was actually blessed enough to be able to work from home during that time. And that really gave me the almost avenue to like slow down a little bit and kind of figure out like, is this really what I want to do forever? So really COVID was like a blessing almost to me. I sometimes feel guilty saying that because I know businesses struggled during COVID and things like that. But it really gave me just an opportunity to slow down and realize like what's most important. I really enjoyed being home with my daughter, doing the homeschool thing during that time, working from home at the same time.
It changed the relationship, doesn't it?
It does. It really like, I've realized like, oh, I'm working all the time. Like I'm missing swim meets. I'm missing, all these things for her. So I always had it in the back of my mind because growing up, my mom actually had a petticoat business, and petticoats, like the crinoline and everything that is designed now underneath of the gowns. Women used to rent them. And she ran her own business out of our house. So I always, growing up, I had brides in and out of the house trying on these petticoats with their gowns. And as a little girl, like, that's so cool, right?
Yeah.
So,
wow. So you probably saw so many styles.
Yeah.
Like from back then compared to now.
Yeah. And I was young, so it wasn't really like, oh, wow, look at that. It was just like admiring, like, gosh, wow, look how pretty,
Yeah. Because everything's pretty back then.
Right.
Like
of
when
course.
you're young,
Wow,
everything's
look at all these
like,
princesses in the house, right?
wow.
So, she had gone out of that business. She actually got sick when I was 15, 16. She passed away from cancer.
Oh,
so
God.
In the back of my mind, I was always like, gosh, like going into that kind of business would be pretty cool. But again, I went to, go to school, do what you're supposed to do kind of thing, went into healthcare. But yeah, during COVID, I was like, gosh, I need something else. And I just kind of a leap of faith. That space opened up in Middletown. And very long story short, I kind of went for it. I started partnering with like the different designers and kind of learning that side of it. And yeah, I picked Middletown really. I love the idea that Middletown is like up and booming and this and that, but I also love the idea that it's still that small downtown community there.
Yeah. Especially where you are on the corner.
Yeah, right on the corner. And people call and say like, I'm not just looking for a bridal dress. I just wanted to call and tell you how beautiful your windows look and things like that. It's so cool just to kind of bring that kind of joy to that town there. So yeah.
It was really cool, like growing up watching like it changed from the color and prom and bright into like the glitter and the lace and what you've switched it into, and it's incredible, and they're always full as they should be, so it's it's beautiful and amazing.
I feel like just the stage of life that you and I are in, Liz, it was cool to see it go from prom to wedding. It was almost like it was maturing with us.
Because it used to be that open, like it was those two spaces where that balloon place is now. It used to be like the two sides together, and your side used to be prom, and then the other side used to be bridal, I think. Right? Or was it flipped? I don't know.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool, Amber, how you say that, because I have lots of brides that come in at this stage of their life now, getting married, things like that. And they're like, I was here, but I feel like I wasn't here because it looks so different. It feels so different.
Yeah.
But I hear it all the time. Like, I got my prom dress here in the same space. So it's kind of like, kind of cool to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you walk by your windows and you were talking about your windows and how things have changed and advanced, how in the world do you keep up with what the possible trend could be? And how do you make the decision of what dress to showcase? Because you not only have the stuff in the windows, which is just like, I don't know, it's like eye candy as you drive past.
Because every time I'm like, wow.
Yeah, 100%. Like you're going to cause accidents, but that's the topic. but how do you make that selection? How do you pick the mermaid style versus the Cinderella style versus the, like how do you pick?
Yeah, so when I'm switching the windows out, I try to pick some like all like you said, like different silhouettes because every bride is so different. And trends are fun and things like that, but trends aren't always what the brides are going for. Like it's so important to stay true to like what you actually love versus like, oh, this is trendy. So as far as the windows go, I just try to catch like ones that are going to catch your eyes. Like right now we have some in the windows that are like 3D florals and like pops of details. That way, when you're driving by and making that corner at the light, it's going to just catch your eye differently. Just different silhouettes, definitely. Because some brides want a big ball gown. Some brides are like, absolutely, I need to be in something super form fitting. So I just try to keep a variety in the window.
Yeah, we definitely do a really good job about that. And that kind of went into our what was it, our third question? Yeah, it was just like, what trends are you starting to see and anticipate for the next couple of years? So I've seen modern to crazy 3D details, and it's never the same.
Right. I do get a lot of requests now for like sleek modern looks. Slits are a big thing now. And then complete opposite spectrum is like we were talking about the 3D elements, a lot of like florals and corset boning, like exposed boning. That's a big trend right now.
I feel like we're seeing that with our brides too. They're either white and green and like textures but still modern, or we have the complete opposite where they want like full-blown color and like and in your face. And what we always ask is, well, what kind of dress do you have? And they get excited because then they get to show someone that doesn't necessarily can't not see it, but we always get to seem like, oh, like that fits you, and then you can tell like just who they are as a person like within it as well.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny when I'm doing a consult for florals and I'm talking to a bride and I say, do you have your dress yet? You literally can hear the smile in their face.
Yeah, they're like,
when
I
they
do.
talk about their dress.
Yeah, it's like, let me show you a picture. Yeah, like it brings such joy to people. Like, and of course, every element of their wedding is super important. But yeah, they get so passionate about the gown, which is so cool. Yeah,
for sure, for sure.
It's incredible. So I guess the third question now, are there any difficult times with other vendors or customers that we wouldn't normally see? And do you have any good stories? You by all means do not have to name anyone. I wouldn't, but
yeah, no. As far as vendors go, I like the vendors I personally work with, like the design teams and my reps for the designers. I have such a good working rapport with them that I feel like I could go to them for advice and really ask any questions. So I keep them kind of close, close to me in that aspect. But yeah, no, I don't have any like crazy, like I get the question all the time, like, oh, do you deal with like bridezillas? And I'm like, no. And I can honestly tell you guys sitting here today, like everyone is so pleasant. Sometimes family members, they're kind of like a roadblock.
It's never the bride. It's never the bride. It's always the people surrounding them. Oh my gosh.
Yes. And I'm sure you guys see that too. And they come in with kind of like a hard shell towards me or, and I'm just there to help you find a dress. I can style you. I can show you all different styles, like what you feel confident in. I always say I'm not a car salesman. Like I'm not here to like, I'm not out to get you. But some people come in with like such a defense because sometimes they don't know what to expect and they want to stick up for their sister or their niece or, that's really like the hardest like roadblock I run into. Yeah.
I feel like Mom, I think you and I can probably agree on that too. Like that's probably that, and the responses in the emails. Sometimes people get a little ballsy.
Yeah.
In how they respond. It's like being on the phone. Like if you would type into something,
Mhm.
it would sound different than if you were on the phone. Like
Yeah.
so it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
definitely
just
And
does.
sometimes it's a super stressful time too. So I completely understand it. And I mean, by the end of the appointment, we're all best friends anyway. So,
yeah.
So accessories, I feel
Mhm.
like that's another spot where people are like, I want this and I want this and I want to do this and I think I like this. And
Mhm.
then I feel like sometimes you get in the shop and you're trying on the dresses and you're like, I don't know if it happens often, but I always feel like I go in with a vision of, hey, I really think I want to find this. And then I try something else, not wedding dresses and talk about dresses in general, just saying. But there's many times where it's like, okay, this is not what I thought I was going to wear. And now I need help figuring out what the heck I'm going to do with all of this. Like,
Yeah.
how do you help people pick out what kind of earring or what kind of veil or like, what
Mhm.
is the process?
So that's a good point because a lot of brides, they come in with Pinterest boards full of gowns, full of
Mhm.
accessories that they have envisioned in their mind for their day. I would say 8 out of 10 times a bride does go with something like really different. And then they run into that roadblock and it's like, wait a second, this is completely different from what I envisioned. And I'm like, that's okay. Like, you feel amazing in this. You see yourself getting married in a different look, but sometimes you get stuck there. But really, we try all different things. I have some brides that come in there like, I am never wearing a veil. I will not wear a veil on my wedding day. Somebody or myself, I'm like, do you want to try a veil? Let's just see. You're either going to like it or you don't. And
Yeah.
sometimes they look at themselves and it just completes the look and they're like, oh gosh, I can really envision myself in this. Some brides put a veil or an accessory on, they're like, absolutely not. This is not me.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm always like, keep an open mind. I
Mhm.
pull gowns that I call like wild cards. I'm like, I know this doesn't look like your Pinterest board, but trust my stylist intuition, I call it. And I'm going to put you in something that like, I know, like from your feedback of what you're saying, you may not know that this is what you're asking for, but I want you to try this. And they
Yeah.
try a wild card. And a lot of times that ends up being their dress, which is pretty cool. And they're like, oh, what? This is
Yeah.
what?
Mhm.
So that's kind of cool and that's the biggest thing, keeping that open mind.
Mhm. I feel
So,
like, sorry, Mom. Go
no,
ahead.
go ahead. Yours is probably better.
Well, I feel like with you too, the mirrors all help, but you help people find their body shape, what fits for them, what makes them feel more comfortable. Like Disney princesses always have like the sweetheart and like it's
Mm-hmm.
the deep V or whatever. And I'm a very like square neck person, and I don't know if it's just because I have like shoulders or whatever, but like I learned that with you,
Mm-hmm.
like, and then you take that like the rest of your life because you're like, oh, I'm not gonna like that t-shirt or that tank top or something. Like you're putting people up on a pedestal, but in a good way.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone should
in a
feel
really, really good way.
confident. And yeah, that's like really the most important thing is like building that confidence because coming into a bridal appointment, it's like, all you really know is that you want to feel your best.
Mm-hmm.
But until you start trying things on, it's going to surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's really, I hear all kinds of insecurities. That's so hard to hear. Like us as women, like I hear people, I'm like, why are you being so mean to yourself? Like you're
Yeah.
here, someone loves you. This is going to be the best day. But
Mm-hmm.
we're so hard. I mean, I do it too. And I can build people up all day and I do it to myself. But
Mm-hmm.
I hear it all the time, like, oh, my arms, I'm going to cover my arms. I want to cover this. I want to cover that. So I kind of just lean into that with brides and
Mm-hmm.
just make suggestions and have, yeah, have them
Yeah.
try
Okay,
things.
so the day comes, you've got your dress, you've done all of the things. I can't tell you how many weddings I've been to, and I look at the venue, if it's tented or depending on the weather or something like that, and I think about the dress the day after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, how do you clean it? And then how do you store it? And then what do you do with it?
Mhm. So so we offer wedding gown cleaning and preservation. We sell kits and you ship your gown out, they ship it back to you preserved. But lately, like the trend, like some brides absolutely want to do that. But a lot of brides are in the same, they don't know what to do with it. I've had some brides that transform their gown into like little short gowns and they're going to wear it on their first anniversary, things like that. But it's really preference. It's hard to say. I have some brides that come in like, I have my gown in my closet. It's been 3 years. Now I want to get it preserved. But there's no right or wrong way to go about it. Most likely your daughter or your granddaughter are not going to wear that dress.
Oh my God. I'll never forget when my mom was so excited. She showed me her wedding dress and I was like, I don't think so.
I hear it often, like, I have my dress at home, but she doesn't want to wear it. I'm like, you know, and I can make suggestions like, oh, make it into a robe or make it into a reception dress or make it into a shower dress, which I think is really cool that brides are doing that now. But yeah, that's really preference, whether you're going to preserve it and keep it as, you know, a memory or repurpose it.
Admittedly, mine went back in the bag into the closet, and I'm fairly certain that it still has red velvet cake in it.
Yeah, and most likely that's red wine, red velvet cake. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Yeah, that was a good day. That was... Hey guys, Lizzie here. I bet you didn't know this about me, but I am gluten-free, and one of the things that I struggle with is going to the grocery store and finding the foods that fit my dietary needs. What I have been doing for the past couple of months is ordering from Hungry Root. Now, Hungry Root is an online company where you can order groceries off of their website. It's full of produce, crackers, cookies, to muffins, to meats, and all the different types of snacks and things like that. They have made my life so much easier in the process of finding foods that fit my dietary needs. There are filters that you can adjust, such as non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, paleo, different preferences and things like that. So what they have done for us, because they're such a generous company, the Hungry Root team has given us a 40% off discount code on your first box. So if you use the code FLOWER40, and that's capital FLOWER 40 at checkout, you will get 40% off your first box. I'm so excited to team up with these guys. They've made such an impact on my life in the morning and to my day-to-day life, and I hope you experience the exact same thing that I do. All of the information will be linked down below, including the link to where it should already be pre-applied to your cart when you hit the link and go to their website, and I will also add the code at the bottom for easy access in our show notes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your first box through Hungry Root.
Yeah, and then you can look at the memories and remember that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So let's look. Okay, the fourth question. What is something about the dress industry that sets you apart from others? Because a comment that I wanted to tell you, but I haven't seen you like in person or, you know, or the podcast. Your Instagram and when you go and travel to these bridal shows are like, I would just want to sit in the back and watch.
Oh gosh, it's so cool.
Like
It's
the one
amazing.
when you went out to Chicago and you did like the videos and like it was incredible. It was so cool. And I was like, I'm just going to rewatch the story like over and over and over again.
It's amazing. Yeah, we go to Chicago once or twice a year when the designers kind of release their new collections and we get to view them before anybody else. And we kind of get to see them on the runways. We get to touch and feel before months and months ahead of time before they actually get to the store. But yeah, when I'm there, I'm like, is this real life? Like I look around like, wow, amazing. Like everywhere you look, there's models and these gowns and accessories. Like it literally feels like a dream to me.
Yeah, like and nothing toward that. I'm gonna make this comment and nothing towards you or anybody else, but like when you posted that, I was like, wow, she's like the real deal. I was like, she's in Chicago. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. But I got so excited to like just come back in and see stuff because compared to last year, and even when Kenley came in, that was last year. Like so different than what you had before. Like it's just it's incredible.
Yeah, like the evolving each year kind of evolves a little bit differently, but still keeping like the same, like you're going to come in and just be comfortable here. That's kind of what the goal is. And that's kind of, I feel, what still sets me apart a little bit, that I feel like I'm so calm in the outside world because I just enjoy what I do. That brides can come in and immediately, and I do get that, feedback a lot. Like, God, I just feel super comfortable. At first I may come in and I'm like, oh, this, I don't know what to expect. And this is nerve wracking. I don't know what I'm going to look good in. But like being able to like see that kind of ease after a few gowns and like getting to know the bride and starting that rapport, it makes a big difference when you can just feel comfortable shopping for your dress.
Well, sometimes too, it can be incredibly intimidating. Like you go into Macy's and you have to walk out in front of all these people that are shopping. You go into, not that you get a wedding dress at Macy's, nothing against that, but like David's Bridal, you're still with a stylist, but it's still just David's Bridal. Like you have your suite, like you have your own space that you've created. And the last time we came in and saw you, because I got my sleeves, you were trying to work with it was the old owner to figure out where things should go and how
that
things
was
should work and stuff.
actually Nicole J Boutiques. She had a boutique for years and years in Middletown, and she was spacing things out and kind of seeing things differently for me. That was that way everyone still has their own space and you can feel comfortable.
Well, it's a completely different vibe and aesthetic than walking David's Bridal, so definitely good job on that.
Yes.
Well, David's Bridal is so overwhelming.
That's a lot. I hear that a lot. Of course, they're going to have tons and tons and tons of styles and gowns to look through,
but they
really
don't.
It's the experience that like makes the bridal gown shopping memory, I think. Working like I know what every single gown, like if after seeing a bride in a few gowns, I can tell her what basically every gown is going to look like in my store because I know them like the back of my hand. I think that's what sets it apart from somewhere, like David's Bridal, or it's just I can pull all these gowns and put you in them, but I'm not really going to like guide. There's a little less guidance, I think, when you shop small.
Yes, there's less pressure. There's just 100% less pressure. There's just a feel that's so different. It's just so different that way. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it.
So I another question for you that I didn't actually write down, but I just thought about it. How big is the bridal dress industry? Because I've seen things from David's Bridal to like Galia Lav, which is I hope I'm saying that correctly, but but it always pops up on my TikTok and Pinterest, and especially on like our Wildly Native Instagram. Like it's all wedding dresses and flowers because that's just what we do. Like we work really close within each other's world, I feel like, because style shoot, flowers, bride, gown, like it's just it's hand in hand. But seeing some of the designs and designers, like even just on Instagram, is smaller than what I had expected, and not in like a bad way, but your designer is so specific to what they designed. Like the what is it, Maggie Sotero?
Maggie Sotero.
Okay. But her stuff is super specific, and then I know Galia Lav is like super expensive, but they've got their own stuff. Like I know when I'm scrolling on Instagram and it's in my like my explore page, I know that that's like posted on a different Instagram, but it's still Galia Lav. Like it's incredible. So I didn't realize how small and net your industry is. Like
I mean there are hundreds and hundreds of designers, but really, and that's what makes it hard as a boutique owner, like who do you partner with, and that goes back to like working one-on-one. I love working with the people at Maggie Sotero and Justin Alexander,
and their website's incredible. But like Justin Alexander is another one, like their website's amazing, like and like how do you pick the right people to represent you?
And that's hard, and I think it does stem back to like how, like, do I trust the vendors? Like that's super important. Like, am I getting these dresses in on time? And I've never had an issue with production or timelines or anything.
And quality.
And quality, correct. So that's why I don't work with, I could bring in, like, going back to Chicago, God, I'm like, oh, I would love this dress, like these dresses, I would love to bring these in, and I could partner with so many different designers, but keeping it just with basically the two designers that I trust. I know that I can go to them. I know that brides are going to trust them. They see the names. Yeah, that's kind of how I just narrowed it down just to the two. Plus, I wore a Justin Alexander dress for my wedding, so it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool to have,
Yeah.
And I've met him in person and things like that. So it's cool just to have that in the back of my mind too.
Yeah, but you build those personal connections and like that trust within each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all goes hand in hand. If I trust the designers and the team, I can be confident with the brides and what I'm telling them.
Yeah. Yeah. Mom, do you have any other questions?
No, I'm stuck in my mind picturing that runway in Chicago with all of those dresses.
Yeah,
and
it was that video.
Oh my gosh,
It's incredible.
You can't unsee something like that. It's just
It's unreal.
Yeah.
So do you have any sorry, Amber, go ahead. I've been talking the whole time. Your turn.
You do such a good job picking the dresses that you want to showcase. I did a styled shoot where you brought dresses in and people, specifically the photographers, it was fine, could not help themselves and wanted to be in those dresses.
So what kind of goals do you have set for your business and your bride breadth, I guess? Do you have an expansion goal that you want? Do you want to kind of stay where you're at? What level are you thinking about?
So I do absolutely love my space. I do sometimes feel like I could expand out a little bit. I have Christina from Tenor Alterations working with me now, which is incredible.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Step one to the last step of picking up your gown after it's steamed and pressed after she does your alterations. So we may have some things in mind in the future. I love my space on the corner. But again, everyone wants to grow, and I'm not saying I'm going anywhere anytime soon, but I could see I'm really loving the dynamic between Christina and I. So I don't know. We may have some stuff up our sleeves soon.
Well, that's always something that we're going to look forward to.
Would they be? Would they be chiffon sleeves? Would they be puffy sleeves?
What's that? Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Awesome.
Any other comments, Mama?
No, I think we have picked her brain thoroughly.
Yeah, a lot of questions that were planned and unplanned.
All right, Liz, you started it. I will close it off.
Okay.
Thanks for listening again, guys. You can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Audible. There's all of the podcast places, honestly. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, and the interwebs under either The Flower Files or Wildly Native Flower Farm. Did I miss anything?
I don't know. We grow flowers.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We have fun doing it too.
Yeah. Mackenzie, where can we find you?
Say that again?
Where can we find you, Mackenzie?
You can find me on Instagram, Mia Rose Bridal _DE on Facebook and website, and yeah.
And in Middletown, downtown, the corner, right
on the corner,
beautiful windows.
And tagged in everybody's cool wedding pictures.
Yes, oh gosh, I love getting those pictures.
Awesome sauce. Well, thank you. I know I grabbed you the other day and was like, oh, will you come do a podcast with us?
I love seeing you guys. Yes. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right. We love you guys. We'll catch you again next week.
Bye.
Hey guys, just dropping a line to tell you about Patreon.
So I asked them, meaning Mom and Amber, what is Patreon anyway? Because I honestly had no idea. So we're going to explain it to you from our perspective so that you understand and so that I understand.
Because the first time I saw it, I was like, Patron? We're drinking tequila? Great. So Patreon is for less than a cup of coffee, those fancy coffees that y'all like, a day, you can sign up to become one of our members.
A little family.
Exactly. And what does that get us?
It gets us some freebies, some special episodes that other people do not get access to. You can interact with us on a special platform where we can ask you questions and interact with you. It's tons of fun.
Mm-hmm. And even on those special episodes, we might be less censored than we are already. And we're going to have a couple fun ones that we can just kind of throw in there and talk about and laugh and go on tangents and have fun. So I hope that you all enjoy it because we're going to have fun along the way. We're crazy, crazy, crazy excited.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Back to the episode now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Gracias.